Hi guys, welcome to a short update video on my Haunted Fish animatronic DIY project. I recently released a video about the project here on my channel and I've included the link for the video down in the description. In that video I built the fish animatronic from scratch and I also explained that it runs entirely on 5 volts and is powered by a power supply. I also mentioned that you possibly can operate the animatronic using a power bank, and in this video now you will be right there when I test this. From my point of view there's nothing wrong with that, but hey, let's see. So first we test whether the fish can be driven by the power bank, and then I measure the currents that the fish needs to operate. If everything works, you can determine whether the power bank makes sense and how long it can power the fish during a Halloween evening. So welcome to OldSchoolHaunter, let's get into it. Well, here's an overview of everything. On the one hand we have the power bank. It has a capacity of 20,000 mAh, and here's the cable to connect the fish to the USB port of the power bank. According to the information on the power bank, it delivers up to 3 amps at 5 volts. In my opinion, that should be enough to run the animatronic because we don't have any big power consumers in the system. We have 2 small servo motors, a sound card, a controller and a small LED strip. So there's no big power consumer in the system, but perhaps the sum of all consumers will break us the neck here. I didn't test the whole thing before the video, you can believe me or not, that's why the cable is still in the closed box here. In any case, you will be there live or nearly live whether it all works or not. Alright, let's unbox the cable here, and we have some adapters along with the USB cable here. Here's the power bank, it's charged to 78%, that should be enough for the test here. And here you have the USB slots at the power bank. Let's turn the fish around and let's plug in the power cable here. And the other side goes to the USB port of the power bank. Plug it in and here, light is on and starts flickering. That's a good sign, that's the idle animation. And let's fire up the fish here. Lights are flickering, sound is playing, fish is moving. Let's do it again. Yeah, really nice. So let's take a look from behind, and here we have the white box, the control center, and the servo on the left and on the right. And the power cable goes from the control center box all the way around to the power bank. Alright, that was a successful test run. I'm very happy about the result, and even if the test had not been successful, I would have shown you the results, because that is the main reason of this video here, to test out whether I can use the power bank to power up my DIY fish animatronic. In that case it worked, I am very happy, it's pretty awesome, and now I will measure the currents so I know how much power the fish consumes, and then I can determine whether it makes sense to use a power bank or is it better to use a power supply. So right, here's the setup to measure the currents. So here we have the device to measure the voltage and amps. It's not the newest one, but it still works, and this is connected to our control center, our brain here. And here is the power coming in, here's the plus, and the measure device is connected in series here because you want to measure the amps. This port is fused internally with 2 amps here inside the measure device. So this is the maximum here at this point, but I think we don't reach this. So I will now connect the Halloween prop to the power bank, and then we can see how much power the prop consumes in standby, so sensors and LEDs are activated. So standby mode, we have about 0.2 amps here, so 200 milliamps. The maximum. So let's fire it up here. So I will check the recording afterwards, but I think it was between 0.5 and 0.6. So 500 to 600 milliamps. Okay, let's do it again here. So right, I think it's between 0.5 and 0.6. So I will check the recording and will write it down in the video here. And here again we have the standby mode, so it's a maximum at 0.2 amps. So right. So alright, let's come to a short summary of the whole thing. The experiment showed that the DIY Halloween prop can be powered by the power bank. That's really good for me because it means that I don't have to rely on a power outlet nearby when setting up the fish. Measuring the power consumption also showed that the fish doesn't need as much power as I thought. In idle mode we are at about 200 milliamps and in operation mode we have a maximum of 600 milliamps. Starting from my power bank with 20,000 milliamps hours, I could operate the fish for about 40 hours if you calculate with 500 milliamps. So that's enough for the Halloween evening, I thought. So alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this short but very technical video and it helped you a little bit. Please write me any questions and suggestions down in the comments, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done already so you won't miss any of the new videos. I'm looking forward to see you again in the next video. For today I say thanks for watching, see you next time and happy Halloween!